made. So halfway through the second, they start to form up. It's a rolling start. See the two lines there, tram lines on the grid. That's where they have to go into to get ready for the start. This is the grid then. Thomas Strauven is pole position. Olivier Jonk is second. Braken and Max Swiderski are row 2. Mitchell van Dijk and Len Nies row 3. Danny Sonnemans and Nando Weichselbaumer row 4. Max Rees and Matthias van Gotham row 5. Henry Valou and Cas Tobin row 6. Lee Austin and us row 7. Now, in terms of what yesterday, we had Tom Braken take the win in the first final. Braken, perfect start to the weekend. Second place was Tom Stroud, very close race. Mitchell van Dijk was third. Nando Weichselbaumer just behind. Then going into the second race, or you would have expected it to be Braken and Strauven slowed up on the first lap, stopped on the exit of the chicane. That left him work to do. He now sits 7 points. So finished second, finished first. That's Van Dijk just ahead, just behind was Braken. Then it was Max first race and turned that into a third. The second race. The points are so Tom Braken has 107. He starts as one from third. Mitchell van Dijk is second with 105. He starts fifth. Max Swiderski is third with 98 points. He starts fourth. Then it's Nando Weichselbaumer, 40 points, 96. He starts eighth place. Olivier Jonk is fifth in the points, starts second. Then Nies, sixth in the points, starts in sixth. Thomas Strauven, who of course 7 points, starts just what he needed. Big points today. 7 points behind the podium going today. One of the big points. Oscar 8 points, qualified down place. Really. But there's the grid for you. One more time. It's Strauven and Jonkers, Braken and Swiderski, Van Dijk and Nies, Sonnemans and Weichselbaumer, Rees and Van Gotham, Verlew and Tobin, Austin and Burtz. Round the last corner they come. 12-lap race as it is all 4 races. Get into the tram line now. Get ready to go. Red lights are on. Red lights are off, and we're now off away and racing up towards the line. We go, and it looks as if it's a good start from Thomas Strauven, sorry. Braken also did get a good start. Has gone straight in second place. Strauven leading Braken at the moment. Van Dijk is in third. Then it's Olivier Jonkers in fourth place as they head round the hairpin along to the back straight for the first time. The long run down there, the top 4 are breaking away already. And behind that, we are seeing a bit of battling going on. You can see some changes, attempted moves going on. The chicane. Drivers now head round the left-hand hairpin. Mitchell van Dijk there in the number 7, almost having a look up the inside of Tom Braken. It's still Strauven who leads the way from Braken. Then it's Van Dijk. Then it is Olivier Jonkers. Behind that, trying to pick out, I think that is number 17, which is Len Nies. So a good start then from Len Nies as they come round the last corner up the line. Strauven in the number 9 leading the way. Braken, his GKS race teammate, faked here at the circuit. 1 and 2. Mitchell van Dijk second. So he is driving splitting up what could be a GKS 1, 2, 3 in this one at the moment. Away the long left-hander into the right-hand hairpin. To the back straight they go. Len Nies there in 5th place. Mitchell van Dijk was almost having up the inside as to go through the chicane. They go. At the moment, things are pretty settled, but the end of the race will be a lot of overtaking. There isn't some before then. So you've got the drivers. Well, Strauven, who is currently 7th in the points. He's leading the race. Braken, the championship leader, is there in 2nd. Mitchell van Dijk, 2nd in the championship, there in 3rd. Then in 4th place, Olivier Jonkers is 5th in the championship. Len Nice, 6th in the championship. And there's a change for 2nd. Well, Mitchell van Dijk gave Tom Braken enough time to make the move for the lead. Tom Braken didn't want to do it. And Mitchell van Dijk's gone for 2nd. He put his hand up. I think he was apologising there. There must have been a little bit of contact between himself and Braken. He did put his hand up to apologise. You can see the damage it's done to Tom Braken. Braken now actually under a little bit of pressure here from Olivier Jonkers and Len Nice as well. It's a 1.5 second gap then back to Max Zaderski, Nando Weitzelbaumer, Danny Sonnemans. Then it's Wirtz who's making good progress from 14th. Oscar Wirtz has come up to 9th place. Then it's Max Rees, Van Gouthem, Kaz Cobben, Verlew and Lee Austin rounding up the field at the moment down towards the last corner. And Mitchell van Dijk not waiting around today. I don't think he's going to try and get straight past Thomas Strauven if he can. They head up towards the start-finish line to look over the shoulder there for Thomas Strauven. Clearly, he's a little bit worried here, and he's going to cover off the move now into turn 1. Mitchell van Dijk there almost having a look up the inside. Tom Braken has definitely settled down in 3rd place. Olivier Jonkers and Len Nice don't make a move on the championship leader just yet. They'll probably want to try and work with him here, get back up to the lead pair as Thomas Strauven now defending. Got to remember, Strauven needs this win more than anyone else. 2nd race yesterday, didn't even complete that, seemed to hit some sort of mechanical issue. Thomas Strauven, as a result, 7th in the point, 7 points away from first. Realistically, his chances of winning the meeting or finishing 2nd are pretty slim, but he could go and finish 3rd place, that's for sure, as we head down towards the last corner. Look at Tom Braken in 3rd place. Surely he's on for a quickest lap. Behind that, I think we've seen a change. Yes, Jonkers, I think, being passed now by Len Nice. And there goes Mitchell van Dijk down the inside to take the race lead. So Mitchell van Dijk takes the race lead away from Thomas Strauven. Tom Braken wasn't able to capitalise in 3rd place. We're almost approaching half race distance now. And Mitchell van Dijk, 2nd in the championship, leads this one. How is Strauven going to respond here? If he doesn't respond quickly, then Tom Braken surely is going to go into 2nd place as they head to the back straight. Van Dijk leading the way. All of this top 5 close together. Go back towards the area. Van Dijk leading the way. Strauven 2nd place. Strauven doing a good job here not to lose any further position. Kept himself in the battle, and he's going to go back into the lead. So Strauven back into the lead of the race. Now going to have to defend going down towards that first corner. Mitchell van Dijk, what can he do? Oh, and there's a change for 3rd place. That looks as if that was a move there from the number 17 of Len Nice. And he's not going to hold on to it very long, I don't think. I'm not too sure if that was Tom Braken going back the route. It was. So Braken is back into 3rd place. They hit the back straight now on lap number 6. There'll be 6 more laps to go when they cross the line. Mitchell van Dijk's a good run down back straight. Can't quite get a move into the chicane though. Van Dijk then go the left-hander. It's going to be any one of these 5, isn't it? And look who's catching in the back. Max Zaderski. Just starting to reel these guys in. Now, the gap was at 1.4 seconds back to Zaderski at the end of the last lap. But here we go. There's a change of lead. That's Mitchell van Dijk going into the race lead then. And it's all kicking off. 2-3 wide as they come down to start finish straight. Tom Braken now trying to go past his teammate Max Zaderski. Thomas Strauven, sorry. Thomas Strauven trying to cover it off. It looks as if Len Nice has gone past Braken once again with that move at turn 1. But this time he's able to make it stick. Zaderski, sorry, has brought the gap from 2 seconds to the race leader down to 1.2 seconds, and there goes another move. Thomas Strauven now into the race lead, past Mitchell van Dijk once again. He really wants this race win. He needs it, but Mitchell van Dijk's going to fight straight back. down at the end of the back straight. Mitchell van Dijk back into the race lead once again. Straven drops to second place. Then it's Len Nice in third place. Braken is fourth place. Fifth place is Olivier Jonkers. And now right with them, he was 7/10 back at the start of the lap. But right with them now is Max Swiderski. And Swiderski is pretty close to making his first move. He may make it into the last corner. He does. So it looks as if Swiderski has gone into fifth place. He has. So Swiderski now up into fifth as they head down the start-finish straight down towards the first corner. And Mitchell van Dijk once again leading the way. So changing all the time here. Straven in second place. Third place, Len Nice. Fourth place is Tom Braken as they head through the left-hander and in towards the hairpin. To the back straight they go. Can he make any further positions? Well, Thomas Straven's going to go into first place then. Straven into the race lead. Mitchell van Dijk down to second place. Third place is now still Len Nice, but Thomas Straven getting on the there as they through the hairpin, has a check over his shoulder, and once again, and Mitchell van Dijk's going to lose second. Oh, and a bit of contact there. Len Nice up the inside of Mitchell van Dijk. There was certainly contact, but he was fully alongside when he made the move. Len Nice not taking any prisoners today. The number 17, sixth in the championship today. Now he's going to get Tom Braken. All of a sudden, Van Dijk under pressure in fourth place. It's pretty vulnerable now. He could drop as low as sixth place if he's not careful here. Mitchell van Dijk as they head through the double left-hander. Straven's got a bit of a break for the time being as just under 4 laps remaining as we hit the back straight once more. Straven's making radiator there. Pretty happy with clearly, but it's reports here from Len Nice and Tom Braken. Van Dijk so going to be fighting back. Swiderski has worked pretty hard to get to where he is. Will want to move further forward. It's kind of been the story of Max Swiderski's weekend driver in fifth. Anytime made progress, got there a little bit late, back out. So if he can get a good start, then I think he could win a race. Has to for the race. Cross the line to complete that number 9. 3 to go. Straven now still leading, but lead. The line. Less than that now. Hairpin. The back straight they go. Straven can't stop looking over his shoulder. A lot of pressure here. And he could be under threat. His lead could be under threat as they head through the chicane. He was almost past going down the end of the back straight there. Then he's still in second. But look at Mitchell van Dijk. He's trying to make a challenge to go through the third place. Well, it was a little bit too far back to pass the championship leader. And now he's going to lose fourth place to Max Swiderski. Swiderski now into fourth place. We head down towards the last corner. Straven looking over his shoulder once more. Defends going into the final corner. He's going to have to defend all the way to the flag, I feel. Now we're going to have 2 to go as they cross the line. And Straven moving across to the inside there to cover off Len Nice and Tom Braken in towards turn number 1. The teammates line astern. Then it is Max Swiderski, who is about half a second back from them. Then it's Mitchell van Dijk. The race once the race leader, second in the championship, sitting in 5th place, was not where he would have expected to be. Olivier Jonkers heads out the back of this lead group. Nando Weichselbaumer is in 7th place, by the way. Oscar Burt 8th. Then it's Van Goven 9th. Rees is 10th. Hobben 11th. Berlu 12th. Then it's Donemans in 13th. And Austin in 14th. Apologies for really talking about the drivers down the field, but how can you take your eyes off this battle for the lead when it's changing as much as it is? Thomas Straven leading them through the penultimate corner then one more time. We're going to get the last lap board next time around, and that is why Straven is continually looking over his shoulder. He knows he needs to defend here, and Len Nice in second place knows that he needs to do the same thing as they go across the line to take the last lap board. I think we're going to see a change of lead, are we? Yes, the number 17 up the inside into the last corner. Why didn't Straven cover it off? He'd done all the hard work and he just left the door open on the last lap. Straven now having to defend from Braken. Mitchell van Dijk trying to go back in on Max Swiderski. So Len Nice, who currently sits sixth in the championship after yesterday, his best result yesterday was fourth place, but he now leads the race with just half a lap to go as that's Mitchell van Dijk trying to move there on Max Swiderski. Len Nice coming through the double right-hander into the left-hand hairpin, and there goes a move. That's Tom Braken up the inside of Straven. Well, Straven was too focused on trying to get back to Len Nice that he's allowed Tom Braken to go into second place. And I think the number 17, Len Nice, has done enough to hold on. He has a look over his shoulder going into the last corner. And the number 17, Len Nice, has timed this race to perfection. Out the last corner, he is going to take the race victory. Race one goes to the number 17, Len Nice today. What a brilliant performance. There he is in the middle of picture. Absolutely delighted with that one. Tom Braken finishes in second place. A good recovery in the end to take second right at the end of the last lap. Third place, Thomas Straven, perhaps will be disappointed not to have held on to the lead. But just going into that first corner, he left enough space for Len Nice to go up the inside. Max Swiderski finishes in fourth place. Then it's Mitchell van Dijk in fifth place. Olivier Jonkers, sixth place. Top six, you can see, within 1 second of each other. So fantastic racing there from Micro Class. Seventh place is Nando Weichselbaumer, was all on his own, really. He was some 3.5 seconds back from the leaders and about 7 seconds ahead of the field, which was led by Oscar Wirtz, who just about took 8th place from Van Goten. Reese was 10th place. Tobin was 11th place. Verlew was 12th. It was Donovan 13th. Austin was 14th place. But there's confirmation of the result. Then needs to win by just under 2.5 tenths from Tom Braken. Strauven third place. Got to say, Len Nice did not celebrate until he got across that start. He wanted to confirm himself as the winner. He knew he was going to out the last corner. He did everything right. He kind of worked his way through the field progressively. He was very, very patient in his approach. Such a young driver, was a very, very impressive. We're going to hear from him very shortly, but before we do, let's just confirm the result. Len Nice, what a performance, you have to say. Tom Braken taking second place just at the end there from Thomas Strauven, who may be disappointed in third, but you know what? Solid result from him. Swiderski fourth place, just holding off Mitchell van Dijk in fifth. But we're going to go down to Ben now. Ben is with us all weekend. He was doing interviews with the race yesterday. I believe he has a very Len. Over to you, Ben.